Hi, ladies and gentlemen, men and women, boys and girls. To give you an update of what's going on with me. Of course, I told you guys today is Valentine's Day. Before Valentine's Day, because you guys are aware that I am not actually on the street right now, I am in family home. I still also have to keep you updated on my storage unit, right? Now, that is very interesting, the storage unit, ladies and gentlemen. For when I gave you guys information about the storage unit, I also told you guys the ops were in the storage unit, right? Yes, for that is who took over the office and everything. The person who actually did my paperwork and everything no longer exists. Haven't seen them ever since, right? You also remember a video that I did about washrooms where they actually broke into the washroom. But as I said before, they are the ops. So of course they're breaking into the washroom because they're not the ones that actually own the building, right? Along with all of this going on, within February would be the time that I would be paying for my unit. Now the thing is, January, when I paid January's bill, I didn't pay it in January, for I paid it in December. I believe I paid it on the 28th is when I paid it in December for January, right? Now, before I paid it, right, there's a gentleman, he goes by the name Emmanuel, and he is like such a harassment within the unit. But as I said, he's an op, right? So he keeps coming and telling me that I can't stay there. I have to, the building, the Smart Stop storage is evicting me, right? And I said, you can't evict me. I haven't done anything for you to evict me. So how could he evict me? Right? But of course, I told you before, he's an op, so he's saying anything he feels like it, because that's what ops do, right? So he's like, yeah, you can't be here, and if you continue to stay here, then we're gonna have to lock your storage and give you no access to the unit, right? Anyways, if you guys understand or paid attention to me in my videos, you know that most likely I always go to the storage almost every single day, right? But the thing is, I haven't been there because you guys already know I've been all over the place, right? So when I finally came back within January of a time, right? He tried to get just before January, he tried to tell me that I'm being terminated, and I told him he can't do that, because if that's the case, then why did I pay why did I pay for January, right? If that was the case, right? And I said, you're not making any sense, because when I paid to be in here, you were already saying this shit. But when I paid to be in here, you were in the office when the other person that was in there was taking my payment. You had said nothing, right? Meaning you should have said, oh, you shouldn't pay anything, right? But you didn't do that. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, you already know what this is about, for I told you that they're following me. Everywhere I go, they follow me and stuff like that, and do magic and whatnot, including magic, for magic was being done with me while I'm at the storage, like just sitting outside of my storage in the hallway where my storage is. They're trying to do black magic on me. Anyways, long story short, by the way, my storage isn't big. I can't even go in there. It's that big, it's that small. I can't, like, if I wanted to sleep in there, I can't sleep in there, right? The thing is, they are trying to say that I sleep there, but I can't sleep there, as I said, because the storage is very small, right? I can't sleep in there, right? I also explained to you guys that there's no camera in my hallway, right? For this is what they told me. There's no camera in my hallway, right? My mom and them, when they're ready, they come there and terrorize me too, right? So if they come and they actually get into the storage place, which seems to be very easy for people to be able to just go in there, seeing that I need a code to actually get in there, and To get into the storage unit, you'd have to go through the main office. So the main office is allowing the family to come through into the storage space, which is strange, don't you think? But of course, as I said, they're ops, so of course they're gonna let them in. Right? What happened to privacy? Yep, remember? No privacy. Anyways, when I came back after January, say the 4th and stuff like that, I see an envelope in the door, and it's like birthday wishes and stuff. By the way, my birthday passed. I never told you guys anything about that, but it did pass. Right? I came back, I seen this letter in the door, and when I saw it, I just threw it away, right? Before I knew there was magic on it. So I threw it away. They don't clean in there, as I told you guys before. So I expected it to still be in the garbage when I come back in there. But they made sure that wasn't in the garbage. But everything else was still there from when I disappeared for how much days? Those garbage was still in the garbage. Can we say ops? Yeah. Do they clean? No. Why? Because they're ops. Right? Anyways, when I came back another time later on in January, and I wanted to go into my unit. But this little boy, Emmanuel, told me that my key wouldn't work. But I didn't listen to him because he's talking stupidness. There's no way I won't be able to come into the building. As I said, for I paid, I have my rights so that I can come and use the storage unit, right? Because it's already paid. That means I am obligated to use the space for that month, right? Anyways, when I came there, I couldn't get in. I couldn't use a code and get in. And then I went through the main office, and he said good morning, and I walked past him to go to the storage. When I went to go to the storage, again, my key for my storage couldn't work. So my lock was on there that I put because I put an extra lock on, so-called their lock, right? But for some reason my key didn't work. And he said, well, you are not allowed to be here and whatever. And when I went back to the office, he gave me this, ladies and gentlemen. Can you see that? Yes, he gave me this. This is supposedly come from the main office. Are you guys ready? Pay attention now. I'll tell you what it says. It says, blah, 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 my name, via certified mail/email. My name, the address, the 3330 that's supposed to exist. Yep, that address, yep, is on there. Rental dated unit, the number of my unit was 1620, right? 10th 29, right? You already know that's when I got my storage on the 29th of October, right? This is when I got it. I got November free. Didn't have to pay for November. So my first payment would be in December, right? Now pay attention to what this letter says, right? This letter says, pursuant to section 26 of the above referenced rental agreement, a copy of which is enclosed. No copy. Oh, by the way, this is the original. They didn't want me to take it, but I took it anyways for just talk shit. Pay attention. Constitutes written notice of termination of rental agreement effective December the 15th. Now, the first time I'm supposed to pay any bill is December the 1st, which was paid. Yep, before December, right? Then January came. Before January, this little boy, Emmanuel, was in the office when all this was happening, right? Further provided in section 27, not 26 now. Remember, it was 26 first section. Now it's as further provided in section 27. That's another section. You must leave the rental unit broom clean, in good condition, and will be responsible for all damages. If you fail to fully remove your property from the unit by the end of the day on the termination day, which would have been what? December the 15th. But yet I'm there all the way in January. Paid it for January, right? We may, without further notice or demand, and at our option, either directly or through legal process, re-enter the unit and remove all property therefrom without being deemed guilty in any manner of trespassing or conversion. In addition, we reserve the right to pursue an action in court to have you forcibly evicted from the unit. Now, nobody never forcibly tried to evict me from any unit, right? Through court. Nobody never did that, right? Nobody also could re-enter my storage for, as I said, besides their lock on it, that they would have to break and enter to actually get it, right? They would also, if you wanted to know, because they're the ops, I told you they'd have to break in, they'd also have to take off my lock, right? So because they're the ops, you got to play their stupid game of playing with the ops, right? So I said, I'm going to put back my lock on there, and I wish y'all would break it off. But here's the thing. They can't break off the lock because, as I said before, the reason why they're following me and everything has to do with the phone, right? I think they think the phone's in there. This is what they think. They think the phone is in there. They're trying to find that phone. You know the phone that I tell you guys about that they were almost trying to steal? Yeah, that phone. They're just trying to get the phone back, right? So, as I said, they're the ops that's trying to get in the unit. Now, I could tell you that I believe they probably went in there already. Broke and enter in there just the same way how they broke and entered into the washroom, right? For the lot that I put on there, it comes with paperwork that states how much different codes it could be that it is. All you need is for me not to be there so you could, check every single word, check every single lock that could open it, right? That's all you need. Right? My lock looks like somebody tried to break it first, right? So all they needed was a few days to do this, right? They got ample time to do this because, as I said, I wasn't there every day and all the time, right? Wasn't there, right? So just imagine if they went in there. They probably did anyways, and I don't know. I guess they couldn't find what they thought they're finding. And they broke in, and I guess they need me to leave now or whatever, or hopefully when I leave they will actually be able to see what it is that they're looking for, right? Would be the case. But this is what this paperwork states, and it claims it's from the office, right? See, the moment I took this form, the moment I took this paperwork, what had happened is they disappeared. You see the two gentlemen, the one that actually took my payment on the 28th of December for January. See the other one, Emmanuel, the black kid? He was there too. Didn't have no problem taking the payment, even though he was already telling me that I should be terminated. He must have forgot that. Right? He didn't have no problem with it. See, the problem I have is that you locked me out of a unit that I had access to, and I only was able to go in it in February, this Friday that just passed. Me and my son went there to get my stuff out of there. Now, just to show you how they're ops, and you know they're ops, right? And they have to be ops because they didn't go by the contract, by the real people that actually work in the storage. By the real people, they would know that when I'm leaving the unit, I would have to give them back the keys. Do you know what this stupid little kid said? Emmanuel is his name. He said, oh no, you don't have to give back the key. Now, why wouldn't I have to give back the key? Seeing that it's in my contract. So ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking at a storage unit that you want to go in, as I said, there's no such thing as privacy, right? For you can do whatever you feel like, and you just think it should just go that way and break laws. See, the government thinks they should be able to just break any law they feel like breaking whenever they want. They should just break their own laws, right? All because they need to get a phone, they broke all their laws. Now, I know they broke into that storage unit, whatever. They had to, right? And that's why they were also not making me go into my storage, refuse me to go into my storage. See, they even told my parent, my mom, because there's conversations with this Emmanuel on my mom's phone. My mom keeps asking him, so have you saw her through the 18th going up through January? And he keeps replying, no, I haven't seen her and stuff like that. But he has saw me. He told me that I can't come there. He also locked me out of my unit. That's why I couldn't go there. See, the 18 and keep going. My mom's having these conversations with him, and he keeps acting like, oh, we're not taking money at this time. For February is what he's saying and stuff like that. He's saying stupid things, but he's not letting them know that I've came there and I've lost access to a unit that I paid for within the month. He's not telling them that. For to them, they think that, oh, she's not coming in. For in his texts to my mom, it sounds like my mom's telling him to, if they could pay the storage, and he's like, well, we'll wait till she comes there. But he knows I won't be able to come there because he locked me out and I don't have no access to the storage, right? As I said, the ops, right? As I said, when the government likes to play, they tend to break all their rules, right? You don't want to go by your rules and your own laws. You want to break every single one of them, right? There's no cameras in where my storage is. You make up stories and you want to claim that something's there without no evidence. Yeah. Whatever you feel like, as if you govern law and you're supposed to do the things that you're doing. Yeah. But yes, this is what you did. And if you didn't do all of this, like you're stating, so I never got back my money from paying, nor my storage fee payment that I should have been entitled to, right? For you had locked me out of the storage with all my ID in there, by the way. All my ID was in there and stuff like that. But I had no access to going in there. Yep. Wasn't supposed to be able to go in there and stuff like that. This is what you did against all of my rights. This is what you did based off of me paying for the whole month that you chose to lock me out of because you didn't get your way, right? With false documentation, false paperwork, right? False paperwork. They didn't want me to take this, for it says nothing in there. It doesn't tell you why I'm terminated. It doesn't tell you why I'm terminated. It just says section 26 and section 27 and stuff like that. But see, I never broke any rules. And there's no proof of me breaking any rules, right? But of course, only the government likes to break their rules and act like they're the only ones who's supposed to do it, right? You break all your laws, your own laws, right? Because no storage unit can do this. Hence why it's the ops that I'm dealing with in the storage, as I said. Anyways, I go by the name WiseOneTeach Teach. You can call me Teach, right? District manager, right? They even stick the Canada Post on there. Yo, when I say they ran, when I told them I'm going to put back the lock because they can't break it, even though he was threatening to do so, he knew he couldn't break it. He knew, by law, he knew he couldn't do any of this stuff. But all because they're looking for something in my storage unit is why they can sit down and break all these laws and do whatever they please, right? And what, I'm not supposed to get my money back? Huh, really? We'll see about that. As I said, I go by the name WiseOneTeach Teach. You can call me Teach. I'll see you soon. I have lots of content. I still got to give you guys some updates on lots of stuff that's been going on with me while I was out there on the road, on the street. Lots of stuff, strange stuff, cool stuff, strange stuff. Crackheads trying to set me up. The whole nine. Anyways, I'll update you guys on a later day. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.